Good afternoon. We have several changes here. As I've mentioned before, things keep going up, getting worse. We just got this report about 12:30 today. In the state of Georgia now, we have 32 deaths. That's up from 25 yesterday. We have 1,026 confirmed cases today, up from 772 yesterday. That's a big jump, and they will keep going up because of the test kits, as we said. So the more out there, the worse this number is going to get. Did have 1 in Catoosa, 1 in Chattooga, 2 in Whitfield, 11 in Floyd, 7 in Gordon County, 75 in Bartow County. And still the largest age impact is 18 to 59, and they're at 56% of these people in Georgia now. And the next is 60 plus, and we're at 36%. We've got 12 confirmed in Hamilton County, 1 in Marion, 1 in Bradley, and Alabama has 215 confirmed cases throughout the state, and they were up from 167. I do have 1 in Jackson County, as we've mentioned, for the past few days, and that's the closest confirmed case to us. Fortunately, in Dade County, we do not have any confirmed cases as of yet. Thank goodness for that. And I know you can't see this map, but this is a map of Georgia, and all this red here is up in the northwestern part of Georgia and around Atlanta, and you can see us up in the corner, and we're one of the 3 counties in northwest Georgia. Thank goodness. Actually, we're one of 2, Dade and Walker, because Catoosa does have confirmed. That does not have a confirmed case, and for whatever reason, I feel the reason is that we're doing is the best we can to try to prevent this. People are working together. Still see a little more traffic than we really need out there, and people moving around, but that's going to be expected. But we've got, after the governor spoke yesterday, there'll be a lot of changes that happened at 12 today, because his orders went in effect at 12 today. So I do want to thank some people before I move on. I want to thank the forestry. They've stepped up, and they've donated some of our safety masks to us. Several cases that they've had in inventory down there, and that's really a big. I wouldn't have thought I'd been saying this a few weeks ago, because you could go buy them at the dime store, but these things are so critical. These things for us and for the first responders and fire departments. I want to thank also the lineman school. They've offered any help that's possible to us. They're working real close. They're the only really technical school that we have here in the county, and they do come under a little different rules than their high school and elementaries and all. But they are going over and beyond on theirs. They've actually completely, I mentioned this the other day, but they've cut all classes out. They finished everything up. They're not letting anyone in their buildings now, as far as any of the students. They're considered. David gave me a report yesterday that one of the owners there, they're 100% field training only. They just like just a few weeks here being through with all their roll call. They're not even letting them inside for that. They're doing all that in the mornings with 10 or less groups, and staying the 6 foot apart. So they've also shortened the classes 1 week early, and there'll be no festivities like the rodeo and even the graduation, from what they said. So we do commend them, because that's a big group of people. That's way over 200 young men and women, and they are in and out of our county, eating lunch, and they live here, for those months that they're there. So we appreciate them. Also, the Wildwood Hospital, they've stepped up to the plate. I've been talking to Vaughn Johnson up there. He's the director over all that, and in case we have to use these facilities, hopefully we don't, but if we do, they've got 20 plus complete hospital rooms there that are empty and ready, and Alex and I are going to meet with him at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's a big deal. If we have to use them, it's kind of a relief, to know that that's there, and it's right here in our county. So those people, we have to commend them for doing this and helping us. We really appreciate that. They're good neighbors to us. Let me see here. after the governor actually made his speech yesterday and his actually direct orders, the health department, I don't know if you haven't read this, you can go online, and Kerry, you've got that posted, right? It's real interesting to read this. I mean, you need to read it. You'll probably read it 3 or 4 times because you'll get something out every time you read it. But the health department, which they're in briefings right now, just for that, because they're a real critical. They're going to be actually the enforcing factor of this as far as the actual the 10 and less, or the actual 6 foot apart in establishments, you know. So they're going to play a real critical part. So they're not here with us today. Hopefully, well, they'll be here tomorrow, I'm sure, and hopefully we'll have their PR person down there and that will be here and explain exactly the do's and don'ts, you know, because there's a lot there too. There a lot of questions we've had today. You know, it's called us, you know, about, okay, what about my business? What about my factory? What about the factories that have 150 people now? So that's some really serious questions, and we'll have answers for you tomorrow on that, you know. Like I said, you know, you need to go online and go to our website, or you can go to the governor's website, and you can pull that up and read it. Let's see here now, real quick, because we've got several people who wants to talk. We're trying to keep this as brief as possible. We've had questions about our parks, our park, which is Cloudland Canyon, and the governor's not shutting any of our state parks down. He feels that that's a good move where people could still not congregate, but they've got a place to go, and if they want to walk and get fresh air, that's you know, because I've had a couple of people call about that, and they were concerned about the traffic, because that is the most visited park in the state of Georgia. So we have a lot of people in and out, but that's all state control. It's not controlled by us at all. I mentioned the Wildwood Hospital, our county offices. I'll touch on that real quick. It's working real smooth so far. We're all here at work inside. We're working. We have the 2 areas outside, out front. We got big areas to tell you if you need to buy your tags or whatever. You know, go to that side. This side, on the left side, we're handling all of our county business through that. Anything that you need, you know, paperwork or whatever, electrical inspections, we're taking care of that. And so we do have our phone numbers posted and all that out there. But we're here, you know, just the regular hours. And so is the courts facility over here. They'll be kind of changing into another gear next week probably, and going to the same thing that we're doing here. But we'll update you on that also. I do want to encourage everyone, if you've got questions, of course, call my number 667-8999. You can call 657-4625. All that's online posted. That goes directly to our office. Our information line is info@dadecounty-ga.gov, and we're here for you, you know, 24/7. So, you know, like I said, don't sit at home worrying. And if you got a question, pick the phone up and call. And that's what we're here for. That's what this is for. This is a tool, and it's a tool that you supply me to keep in touch with you. Let's see, who's next? Alex? Yeah, we get Mr. Alex Case here. He has a report also. And we have several people here. Even got Joel McCormick back here, one of our judges, but I don't think he's got anything. He's just kind of holding his own back there. But we appreciate all he's doing, because he's been here and been on board with us all along. So, Alex?
Good afternoon. I'm Alex Case, Director of Dade County Emergency Services and Mayor of the City of Trenton. If you watched the executive orders of the governor yesterday, and then and that evening the president and his staff, and one of the things that Vice President Pence sent out is 15 days to slow this down, and that's what exactly the executive orders are from the governor, to abide by this. This is a great document. It's off our website from the CDC. Please take a few minutes to look at that. The City of Trenton is going into a teleconference with the commissioners this afternoon at 4 o'clock after this, and it's an ordinance that we were already working on with the other cities in the tri-state area throughout the Northwest Georgia 4-county task force of MEMA and 911 directors, along with the county executives and a lot of the other cities. And it's just mimicking exactly what the governor has pushed out to us about the in-dining and social limiting. And again, There are things for the businesses, if you do have 10 and more, using your 6-foot social distance and adapting what you currently can do in your business to continue to go on, because economically folks have still got to work, products have still got to get out. We've just got to take different steps and to do that. We're doing it at our transfer station, 911, all of our county offices, even our the trustees that help us at the transfer station to move garbage. We've got to social distance, so that's part of those 15 days to do that. But this will be a city ordinance to declare a public health emergency in the city, temporarily forbidding all premises consumption of food and beverage in all restaurants, providing procedures for takeout of food and beverage, providing the enforcement, providing an effective date and further of this proposal. So we do have that meeting today at 4 to go over, and it's just another step on what the governor has executive orders. Another business for 911 and EMA. Again, our 911 calls are still pretty the same. Nothing there. We have had some flooding today. The heavy rain that's come in. I'm on switch gears. Even though this is here, we still report on some issues. We currently right now have 3 roads that are closed due to flooding. We have Sales Lane, which is along the creek, our usual spot. Cave Springs and Holder Road, we had a small section of the road underwater. Then the 1800 block of Creek Road where the hang gliders land. That's our common spots for that. We had that first round of rain come in this morning, and it ended this evening. It's still sprinkling, but there's a second wave that's coming in, and we are in a slight risk for severe storms from 8 p.m. tonight on up to 6 a.m. in the morning. We have a potential for stronger widespread winds of 60 plus miles an hour, isolated flooding, small hail, and any severe thunderstorm. And we always hate to say this, but they always have potential for tornadoes. That's just the way it is. It warmed up a little bit today at lunch. It's got overcast again. Also, Dade County, parts of New England Road is under a flash flood warning, continues until March the 26th that morning. Currently, from those roads that are flooding, our stage is at 13.37 feet, which we're in that stage, and it's supposed to crest at 15.5 feet sometime Wednesday morning. So remember, if you turn around, don't drown. If you see something on the road, it's over. If you do see that, it's not blocked off, please call 911 and let us help with that. Again, I ask everyone to continue to pray for yourselves, your families, your city, your county, and your nation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Jan Harris representing Dade County Schools with an update today. I sent out a special update today via my digital newsletter platform, and you can find my weekly messages and special updates on our website. There's a banner going across you can click on, or go under Superintendent and then Newsletters or Messages and find the updates. 3 things today I want to share with you. Number 1, after the governor's press conference yesterday, we have amended our closure date to April the 13th. Dade County Schools will be closed until April the 13th. Number 2, food will be distributed by bus tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and next Monday and Tuesday. The buses run about 4 hours late, and you can pick up your lunch with your child at Dade or Davis Elementary from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. And the third and final thing is we do have spring break April 6th through the 10th, so we will not have the meal service for our children because it's a federal guideline. And so people are always asking, what can we do, what can we do? So I wanted to mention this to the local churches, so you might want to be thinking about some grab-and-go bags or something like that for the week of spring break, because the federal guidelines will not allow us to distribute the S&P lunches during that week. Thank you.
The only only thing that we really have is just going to let everyone know that we're still doing the food pickup and medication pickup for those who are at risk being 65 or older, and anyone that has health issues such as going through chemo or any type of other illness such as COPD. The only issue is it's got to be prepaid before we pick it up, and the only one that does that is Walmart in Tiftonia. If you want to get that done, I believe the email address is on the sheriff's or the Dade County web page. Just look it up there and email that, and then someone will get in touch with you, and we can discuss if you're eligible or get a time to get it picked up. But other than that, that's all we have.
Thank you, Tommy. Just want to say, we appreciate everyone, all your prayers, the county government, state and federal also, and we hope you continue to pray for all of us, and because we pray for you. And I'll tell you, this is some trying times, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you it'll get better. It just needs to run its course, and everyone do their part in fighting this thing off. And we'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and hopefully we can bring you, some good news. But we do appreciate everyone. And Carrie, have you got anything else you want to add? Anything that maybe we left out and forgot? Okay.
The boss said that they would be glad to come on with us, but that's it.
They said what now?
They said they would come on with us.
The health department. Okay, great. Yeah, tomorrow will be real important too. The health department, as I said, they will be back in here, and I know you got a lot of questions, for them, a lot of, especially business owners. And if so, if you want to try to call and talk to them before, and voice your questions, well, they'll have the answer tomorrow, and can tell everyone what's going on. That number though is actually we've got it posted on our website. But the direct health department number is 657-4213. That's the standard number, and they can put you in touch with Tammy or anyone that can possibly answer your questions. And as always, call myself or any of the commissioners. My number is 667-8999, area code 423, and or any of your commissioners, our commissioners, and we'll be glad to answer your questions and hopefully answer anything that you might have pertaining to this or anything else, because county business is going on. Just like Alex, I'm glad he gave that report on our roads, because that is important. And so we'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we appreciate everyone working with us on this. Thank you.